Many critics believe this fight could turn out to be dull, arguing that most bouts involving Shakur Stevenson lack excitement. According to them, Shakur is undoubtedly a skilled boxer, but his performances rarely feel special or explosive. They acknowledge his fundamentals, his movement, positioning, and ring awareness, yet insist there is nothing that truly separates him from other technically sound fighters. To these critics, he's simply good, not extraordinary. They argue that elite fighters don't just win rounds, they stand out. Fighters like Gervonta Davis or Teofimo Lopez bring a sense of danger every second they're in the ring. Shakur, on the other hand, is often accused of doing just enough to win without ever fully committing to exchanges. Some go as far as saying he avoids risk, staying defensively responsible to the point where fans feel disengaged. Supporters of Stevenson strongly push back against that narrative. They compare his style to fighters like Andre Ward, who was never labeled a crowd pleaser but consistently dominated through precision, intelligence, and flawless execution. Boxing purists argue that this is exactly what high-level boxing looks like: clean footwork, subtle angles, defensive awareness, and perfect timing. Winning, after all, is the ultimate goal. As anticipation builds for one of the most talked-about fights of early 2026, Teofimo Lopez vs. Shakur Stevenson, the conversation has shifted from who will win to how the fight will unfold. Teofimo is widely viewed as the more explosive athlete. His speed, power, and counterpunching ability give him the edge when it comes to raw physicality. Shakur, however, is praised for his superior craft, body punching, timing, distance control, and ring IQ. Analysts describe this matchup as a clash of identities. Teofimo Lopez is a boxer-puncher, dangerous when countering and capable of turning momentum instantly. Shakur Stevenson, on the other hand, is a versatile technician with arguably the best defense in the sport. His length, reflexes, and anticipation make him extremely difficult to hit clean. If Stevenson chooses to stay mobile, using his jab and angles, it could become a frustrating night for Lopez, and possibly a less entertaining one for casual fans. But insiders believe Teofimo is the kind of competitor who elevates his game against elite opposition. When challenged, he has shown flashes of the fighter many once believed would dominate the sport. Shakur's defensive mastery has earned both admiration and criticism. His footwork, angles, and ability to manage distance allow him to neutralize aggressive opponents. While some fans label this approach as running, others recognize it as high-level ring generalship. Stevenson's supporters argue that his style doesn't lack aggression, it simply lacks recklessness. Teofimo Lopez brings a very different energy. Known for his athleticism, power, and forward pressure, Lopez believes his style can disrupt Stevenson's rhythm. He insists that constant pressure, sharp combinations, and physical presence will force Shakur into uncomfortable situations. Lopez has openly stated that he's training not just to win, but to prove a point, to silence critics and remind everyone of his knockout power. Tim Bradley and other experts believe Shakur doesn't even need excessive movement to control this fight. By walking Lopez down behind a stiff jab and well-timed feints, Stevenson can keep Teofimo off balance. Lopez, while explosive, has shown moments of poor positioning, resetting with his feet too close together, standing upright in range, and leaving openings during transitions. According to analysts, these are moments Shakur thrives on. By standing his ground, reading punches, and countering sharply, Stevenson can exploit Lopez's weaknesses at mid-range and on the inside. Rather than running, he can make Teofimo miss and immediately punish him for mistakes. Lopez, however, remains confident. He believes Stevenson hasn't faced true power at 140 pounds and insists that once Shakur feels his strength, the fight will change. Lopez claims he doesn't chase knockouts, he creates them by setting a pace, applying pressure, and letting opportunities come naturally. Shakur Stevenson, meanwhile, has made it clear that he sees weaknesses in Lopez's game, weaknesses that won't disappear overnight. He believes Teofimo will come in aggressive, emotionally charged, and eager to impress. That, according to Stevenson, is exactly what he plans to take advantage of. The storyline is clear: movement versus pressure, patience versus power, precision versus explosiveness. Some fighters and analysts, including Ryan Garcia and Lamont Roach Jr., favor Stevenson's ring IQ and defensive brilliance, predicting he will frustrate Lopez and secure a decision win. Others believe Lopez's aggression and athleticism could produce a surprise if he makes the right adjustments. As fight night approaches, opinions remain divided. What's undeniable is that this matchup represents one of the purest stylistic clashes in boxing today. Whether fans label it technical brilliance or tactical boredom, one thing is certain: this fight will answer long-standing questions about what truly wins at the elite level: intelligence or intensity.